city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Watson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Hines, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
37.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
6-yard pickup.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through.
Is good.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
3-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Eason. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw here out to Cobb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Naheem.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
9 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rob Gronkowski. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
Second down, here's Eason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rolling to his... And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Vic Beasley, his 2nd sack of the night. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? This is Hines. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before break. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nyheim Hines. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Here's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The ball carrier, Garyon Conley on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Eason to throw.
45-yard line.
Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check four. Shoot. Check. He's coming. We got double up. Check nickel.
They'll run with Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. So that'll back him up 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. From the gun is Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Texans.
Now it's Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
It's a pickup of
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard line.
They run with Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Watson. Throw left side, complete. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Texans.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Hines. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he powers his way up past the 30. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. Open man is QT, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Watson. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Steps away. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Off the bootleg. Eason. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 8 yards to go on second down. Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now third and 9.
Eason sets to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Taylor. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
At the 33-yard line.
Check 26. Oh, check.
To throw on second down, Eason. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And maybe